All right, welcome everyone to Showtime Lycan. It's another fresh week, smooth as a baby's bottom, right after it took a hot, steaming fucking dump. And it's all like that, green kind of color that's like disgusting. It makes you puke when you smell it, like that. That's how fresh this week is. Hope you guys had a great weekend and a great, wonderful Mother's Day. Um, I had a fantastic Mother's Day with my mom. We went out to a Chinese buffet on Mother's Day, and they had lobster there. That's right, fresh lobster. Now, if you know anything about Mother's Day and its convergence with lobster, you're basically looking at a giant, like Disney sized crowd. Okay. Like whenever you go to like a theme park, and they have like the huge lines before you get in that stretch like a whole mile away. And for some reason, people actually stay in these lines to get into the park. That's how fucking long the wait was. Literally, we were like 40th in line to get a fucking seat at this Chinese fucking buffet. No joke. I am not kidding. This is not a joke, haha, laughter. No, this is serious business. I'm not joking. That actually happened. And I just needed you guys to know that. And we waited in line. We literally had to, do like a number. Like, you can take a number sometimes when you go to somewhere if that has like a long wait. Well, we had to like sign in online to like this online kiosk thing. And you put in your details and stuff, and it's like 40th in line. Like, oh, great. This is going to be nice. And here's the thing. We're not even like just the 40th group waiting. We're the 40th small group waiting. So, I think there's like small groups and middle groups and like large groups. We're like obviously the small group. So, interesting experience. We had a lot of lobster yesterday. I was very, very full. I felt like exploding. More than most days. Am I right? You guys get what I'm saying. People are so gross at buffets they serve themselves. Well, you have to serve yourself at a buffet, Wendy. That's kind of how it works. Oh yeah, my mom loved it. She loved the lobster. She loved the people. The people were very nice, I have to say. You'd think you'd encounter a lot of rude people or people just pushing and shoving and shit. No, everyone was pretty nice there. The servers were nice. We had a nice server. She was very polite. So I can't really complain. Eli made his mom pay for dinner for Mother's Day. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. As long as mom enjoyed it, that's all that matters. Yes, that is all that matters. Did you tell him who you were? Yeah. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I'm none other than the great and powerful Lycan theory. Yes, the Lycan theory. Jamie Lycan theory, if that rings any bells. I also go by Showtime Lycan as well online. I'm somewhat of a celebrity in certain circles. Most circles, I should say. Yes. Hey, Summer, welcome. Chrissy, Drew, Patty. Sounds like you had more than your norm 4,000. Yes, I had at least 16,000 calories yesterday. Way too many calories. Tammy, welcome. Holly, thank you so much for the $5 that you sent. It was very kind of you. I want to give a huge thanks to the people who donated to me over the weekend when y'all didn't even have to. I was on Tammy's panel. We were just shooting the shit, and you guys sent me over like $200. I didn't count the full amount. I think it was like 200. You guys were really generous for no reason, really. So I really appreciate that. You guys were really awesome when you did that. So thank you. Thank you. Very, very sweet, very supportive, very awesome. We have a great community. We have the best fucking community around. I don't care what anyone fucking says. We are the shit around here. We're the most entertaining. We're the most talented. We're the smartest. We're the bestest. And everyone's fucking jealous. That's just how it is. They're jealous. They are jealous. And it sucks. It sucks for them that they're jealous. But the good news is you can always change if you choose to change. If you choose to take it upon yourselves out there to change who you are from being the low down sack of fucking bullshit, vile, cancerous piece of doo-doo that you are, into the amazing splendor that is Lycan Theory and his supporters, plus Tammy, I guess. Well, since we were told what to do and all by our mob boss, yes, you have to be told what to do. And you know what? That's just fine. That is just fine. People like to be told what to do. Even I like to be told what to do sometimes. It can be daunting to not be told what to do. And you're wondering what the fuck to do with yourself. And then someone says, do this. And you're like, oh my God, thank you for this opportunity to be able to do something useful for a change instead of sitting on my fat fucking ass doing jack shit all day. Right? It's nice to be useful. It's nice to feel like you have a purpose, which is something that I'm sure the cuck has no idea about. Shut up, Jamie. No, Jenny. I will not shut up. I will sing the gospel. I will sing the praises whenever I feel necessary. DoorDash. Fuck that. Fuck that. I got higher standards for myself than DoorDash. Sorry. Listen, y'all. I may be I may not be the most successful person on the planet or whatever, but I have some standards for myself in terms of employment. And I refuse to lower those standards. And that's just how it is. People can either suck a dick or they can swallow it. I don't care what they do with the dick. But either way, you're not going to get me to change my mind. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. You know what I love about YouTube is everyone takes everything so goddamn seriously on here. Someone, I bet you someone somewhere is going to be clipping me like, I can't believe he said that. Like, yeah, I was kind of joking. There's nuance to everything. I think everyone, they want to put you in a box. People always want to put people in a box and be like, this is just how this person is. This is all there is to them. People are very complex, especially me. I'm a complex kind of person. There's a lot of facets to me that some people don't understand. I'm just too complicated of a guy. People don't get it. They don't understand me. And it is what it is. Rachel, welcome. Nope, don't ever lower your standards. Exactly. Keep trying, right? Keep going. Keep doing your best to be your best, but don't lower them standards. Don't ever fucking lower them standards. If you do, you will find yourself in a world of hurt. Yes, indeed. I wanted to debunk something. This might be a little stupid, but I just feel like I like to make people stupid by showing evidence sometimes. And, it's a little cathartic. So I'm not going to mention names. Okay. But some retarded, dumb shit mongoloid said that my intro on my streams is AI, the triggered, like That, where he's like singing and he's like, I am here to trigger you, that song. Some people have said that is that's AI, right? Now look, if I used an AI song, I'd have no problem admitting I used an AI song. I use an AI image here for my character, right? That's no secret. Um not everything I do is AI. Like the graphics are not all, like the background here I made myself. I cobbled together in Photoshop and Adobe or Adobe Premiere. So I kind of have like a mixed method of way of making things. Hey, Honey Bunch, welcome to the stream. Holly Bunch. um, but that song is not AI, and I'm gonna prove it. Okay. Now you see this song? You see this song? It says Chris Webby triggered 5 years ago. Now there were no AI songs. This is in 2020 actually, so this is a little more than 5 years ago. There were no AI songs back then in 2020, much less with 5.7 million views on them. So let's listen, shall we? Sound familiar? That is the song that I use on my intros. Now, I did shorten this because the intro song that I use is only like about 3 minutes long. I basically did like kind of like a remix version to kind of keep the parts that I wanted and kind of mix certain things around. But yes, this is the song that I use in my intro to kind of lead in because someone pointed out this song before and I was like, that is a perfect song for me. Like I should play that before my streams. And so I started to. Now obviously I don't own the rights to this song. This is not my song. I didn't make this song. I never said it. I never claimed to make this song. There are songs that I have made, parodies that I have obviously done the lyrics to and I've sung myself, and those are pretty obvious. I think when it's me, you can usually tell when it's me, right? You can usually tell when it's a song that I'm singing. This was not me, and obviously I never tried to claim that it was. So I just wanted to debunk that song is not AI. It's an actual real song someone made that's very good. His name is Chris Webby, and he has a channel called For the Burbs. So go sub up. Yeah, it's a great song, right? You have always wrote your own songs. I even know that you always have. Yeah, I have. Yeah, there wouldn't be a huge problem if I used AI. It's like if I did, again, I would have no problem admitting it's AI. I don't have a problem with that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care for AI songs that much. Like, if I like the reason I'm fine with like using like AI images and stuff is because they they kind of like make the point and then you kind of move on, right? Like if it's a comic, you look at it for like 2 seconds, you laugh, and then you move on with your day. With a song, you have to like stay there listening to it for like 2-3 minutes long, and it's like I really don't want to listen to this whole AI song. And like the thing with songs is like this might sound cheesy, but it's like the expression of like the human soul, right? And you want to hear the real instruments people are playing and the real voices that come from real artists, and you know you want to hear their expression of themselves. I feel like a song is like it shouldn't be made by a robot. You know what I mean? Like I have no interest in that. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not passing judgment and saying it's bad because I know Kit Carson does a ton of those AI songs, and I'm not shitting on them at all. I just don't really care for them that much. So it is what it is. Everyone has their own tastes about things. It's not no one's wrong or right about it. It is what it is. Yeah, no AI songs. That's who he sounds like, Eminem. They should have known it wasn't you because it's a rap song, right? I don't do rap. Everyone should know that. Now, I mean, I'm sure if I really tried my damnedest, I could probably learn a rap song, but that would be a challenge for sure. Hey, Rockets Kitty, Rachel. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the chat. Being a mother is the most important job of your life, the most unconditional love you'll ever feel. That's true. Yes. Why can't Elaine sing copyrighted songs on his streams like the Carpenters? He is such a hypocrite. Well, there is like copyright. There are some like there's covers you can do. Like in terms of YouTube, you can do a cover of a song, and sometimes they'll claim your video if you sing it like close to the original. So that can happen, like especially if you use instruments that sounds like I don't know how it works exactly. I don't know if there's the content ID system is the thing that does it or what, but there are issues when it comes to cover songs out there. So yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I'm not gonna get into that. Oops. What did I do? Mr. Ka, welcome. Jews are known for rapping. I'm not a fan of the AI songs. Yeah, I mean it is what it is. Just replace yo with oi. Hey D, welcome. Thank you so much, this amazing, wonderful person, for the $40. Thank you very much. We are at $40 or $45 already today, folks. Eli called you a mob boss. That could have far more repercussions than what you said about him. Are you gonna my gonna his ass? You mean sue his ass? See, here's the fact of the matter, okay? Hey Jody, welcome to the stream. Oh, that's nice. You write your own songs. His is usually naughty, I bet. So here's the thing about all these legalities, okay? Because, he's the guy who started this whole legal back and forth thing. A lot of this stuff, if I'm going to be honest, falls under like, rhetoric. It's like rhetorical, like commentary on people. Like if I called Eli like a scammer or like a fraud or, with something like that, right? These are not necessarily statements of fact. They are a lot of times protected opinion. So, just like if he wanted to call me a mob boss, that's not something I could be like, well, he slandered me by saying I am in the mob, or it's not something it's not legally actionable. You know what I mean? Because a lot of this stuff involves rhetorical speech online. So truthfully, nobody would have a case in this situation. Neither of us would have a case. He wouldn't have a case, with me with things I call him, and he wouldn't have a case with me if he called me a fucking, or I wouldn't have a case with him if he called me a fucking mob boss. You know what I mean? Like there's metaphors for things. People just call people things online all the time, and it's not something you can just sue over. We have a large, expanded, breadth of things we can call people online. And a lot of that stuff falls under rhetorical speech, rhetorical opinion. Covers are good, but Elaine is so high and mighty about his intellectual property, you'd think he would have enough respect to not sing other people's songs. He doesn't have respect for anything or anybody. All the shit he used to say about Wise Nile was crazy, even at a website. I know. This is why I don't feel bad for the guy. When people put up sites about him or videos about him, he's already done that to other people. He's put up tons of like sites and videos and stuff of people, doxing them, defaming them. So he's not a fucking victim. He's been calling you a blackmailer and known criminal for years. Exactly. Worse than believing an embezzling story. Yes, he has said I blackmailed my own parents. He has said I blackmailed everyone in my fucking life, and that's what everything I've gained is through blackmail. But he's gonna cry because I said he embezzled. Give me a fucking break. Elaine is a mob. He's a moob boss. Yes, he's a moob boss. Definitely not a victim. No. No victim brownie points. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. Hey, Hazy Train, welcome. No, yeah, let me update y'all on that. So he threatened to strike down my post the other day, which was literally just, here's what I think happened. Okay, I'm gonna explain to you what I think happened here. Okay, so he has Dawn leave one of these comments at the end of his stream, right? That he usually does. And they're always so stupid and annoying. And some of them come off hypocritical, and they usually apply to him, is the ironic part, right? So the quote that she gave at the end of his stream the other day was fake feuds for views, secret alliances for profit, grifting turns to drama into a paycheck while the audience gets played for clicks. And I thought that was so hilarious because that's exactly what King and the Cuck Show was. Right? And so I went back to King and the Cuck Show, which you can find on YouTube still. JB still has that stream still up from years ago. I took a screenshot of him and JB, thought it would make the point that this is the King and the Cuck Show, right? I paired it with the comment, and I just posted it. Then he makes a post saying, I'm just warning you right now, defendant, I'm going to strike your post that you just put up. And I'm like, what are you going to strike me for? Like, I'm legit like wondering, like, what is there even there to strike? Like, you don't own King and the Cuck Show. And how are you going to strike a comment from your chat? Like, is he going to strike me for Dawn's picture being there? That's too fucking blurry to strike. What, is he going to strike me for privacy? Like, I was like wondering, like, what is he going to strike me for? And then I started thinking, wait a minute. I bet you someone on his side told him, without him looking here, right? Someone probably told him that I uploaded a photo of his professional picture. I bet you someone said that. And he didn't even fucking look probably before he made that post. And so he made that post thinking, he had a strike for sure. And all he had to do was just send the link, right? And then once I put up, I made my comment where I'm like, strike me for what? You don't own King and the Cuck Show. And how are you going to strike me for Dawn's comment? That doesn't even make any sense, right? And then after this, literally nothing happened. My post is still up. And the ironic part is he took down every post he has made in the past 9 days. Like, if you go to his channel, you'll see for the past 9 days, there's nothing there. He took down all those posts. Now, I don't know what this means, if he's going to try to pivot now and try to restart the positivity pledge or act like he's not talked all this shit this whole time. But it's very bizarre behavior. 1 minute, he's threatening to strike my post down. The next minute, he takes down 9 days worth of posts on his own side. Very strange behavior, Elias. I really don't understand. I'm not even mad. I don't even understand what that was about. Like, what is your deal, dude? Like, what is happening? Were you scared of something? Like, were you spooked? Did you get chewed out by someone? Like, what happened? What happened, bro? He's a coward. He's a coward. He's a piece of shit. He just went live and all about the positivity again. See, I figured that had something to do with it, right? Like, he's gonna try to restart and reposition himself, and like, I'm being positive now. Nobody in my chat mentioned any names. It's like, what's the point of this? What's the point? You're just gonna talk about us again tomorrow, right? He tried to say I threatened him in your chat because I started talking shit and you asked me to go to a different. Yes. Well, I did that just to play it safe because I knew what he would do with it. I knew you were joking and weren't going to do shit, right? So I said, like, no, we're not doing that. I wanted to quickly disavow what you were saying so it didn't look like I was encouraging you, right? To not give him any ammo whatsoever. Now, he bitched about it on YouTube, but you know what he didn't do? He didn't file anything about it. And that's exactly what I was aiming for. So I played those cards exactly right. You're fucking up, Elias. You're fucking up. You're not doing a good job. I don't know what you're doing out here. My best advice, as usual, is to go and away from the drama. Don't talk about any of us ever again. Drop all the cases, and it'll be kosher. It'll be good. Trust me. I think you'll be a lot happier in the end, Eli. No joke. But yes, he is a freak. He is obsessed with filing. Every day he files something, but he says that I clutter the docket. Eli, how many things have you filed in the past few days? Tell me how many. Tell me how many things you filed in the past few days, Eli, but I'm the one cluttering the docket. Give me a break. Eli's a case study of YouTube psychosis. Case study number 5. Yes. Hey, Zero. Chili Willy. Day 13. And he's not been positive yet. Not one time. Oh, he scheduled it. Okay. I don't care if he scheduled it. Fuck him. I'm not restreaming tonight. So if you want to watch that fuck, go ahead and watch him. I don't give a shit. I'm not restreaming him tonight. I'm not in any fucking mood for his bullshit. Thank you so much for the $25 from this amazing, wonderful person. I'm not going to say your name because I know that you like to keep it secret because you are just someone who is on the other side and you hate everyone here, and so you're donating to try to piss off people on your side, and it just gonna, if everyone knew it was you, it would just piss everyone off. Oh my god, I better not say who it is. Oh my god, oh, it would cause so much shit. Oh, it would cause so much shit. I'm just kidding, by the way. It's someone cool. I'm just not gonna say their name. I'm such a shit. I'm such a little shit. Unless someone sends Jamie a $50 donation, he won't restream. Don't bribe me. You're encouraging bad habits. Oh my god. It's Dawn. Oh yeah, Dawn. Thank you, Dawn, for all that money. She didn't even donate that to Eli. She gave it to this show. Wow. Cucked again. I tried to watch yesterday's Elaine stream and I couldn't get through it. Yeah, it's I didn't even watch that. I don't even think I watched that. I just wasn't in the fucking mood. She donated to Dion. That's true. She did. I do recall that. What is she? They used to pay him regularly, right? I think Eli tells her what to say by looking online. Well, it's one of those like AI quotes, Jenny. I don't know if she gets it from like a website or it's like Chat GPT or something like that. I think it's Chat GPT if I have to guess. I think it is Chat GPT. Oh my god, thank you so much for the $50. I'm not going to say your name because I feel like it will piss Eli off more if he doesn't know who it is. But thank you so much for that $50. And this by no means I'm going to restream, okay? Just because I got the $50, it doesn't mean I'm going to restream at all. I'm just saying that right now. This is not a contract. This is not a business arrangement. No, I'm not going to get paid to restream. No, sir. If I want to restream, I'll do it on my own time. On my own free will, my own volition. Eli can't even read the quotes. No way he picks them out. No, it's got to be ChatGPT. It's got to be ChatGPT. Refund. Well, they did not say in the donation that I had to restream with for this money. So, I'll just take it as them being generous. Again, I'm not gonna do that because here's the thing, right? He could probably try to use that against me and be like, well, he got paid to steal my content. He got paid to restream, stuff like that. So I don't even want to put that out there like, oh, he's getting donations to restream me. Now he's going to use that and be like, he's actually making profit stealing my content, or something like that. It's just, yeah. Thank you. Another 50. Will you restream Tia? Get out your dead hobbies checkbook. Guys, you don't want to listen to him anyway. Okay. He's an idiot. I'm not restream baiting. I swear to God, I'm not. But I appreciate everyone's support. Yeah, of course he would. See, he literally takes every opportunity every opportunity he can, and I don't want to give him anything. I don't want to give him any ammo. If I'm already restreaming him and you guys donate for the commentary, that's one thing. But I don't want to set up a scenario where like, oh, I'm getting paid strictly to restream. You know what I mean? Because then I feel like that's different. Don't restream. That's all his show is about. Exactly. And then he'll make his show about me, and he'll act like he got my attention and shit. It's like he flashes his little ass, right? Little tight ass. And yeah. He just wants you get your attention so bad. So I'm not going to give it to him. So fair warning, I am going to get into doing some current events stuff. So if you guys like that stuff, feel free to keep hanging out. If not, thanks for coming to the show. Appreciate you guys. I know not everyone likes this stuff. I always lose a ton of viewers when I start talking current events. But there's a whole mix of things. There's a whole mix of things here that we can get into. There's politics. There's the roast of Kevin Hart. There's a little bit of Candace Owens in there. There's this controversy over this baby doll thing. There's this new hantavirus situation that I don't know if you guys heard about recently. And there's just a bunch of things to talk about. And yeah. Oh, and this, even though it's kind of counts as the, entertainment or whatever, the show Euphoria this season, apparently Sydney Sweeney's scenes are some of the most complained about online by people for very specific reasons. Apparently because it's making OnlyFans whores look bad, which is very sad. We should all feel bad for the OnlyFans whores. This woman she was threatening Trump and Elon Musk. And yeah. Oh, and this really tragic situation, this news story where this girl, this 19-year-old white girl in Charlotte, North Carolina, was tied to a bed and tortured for months. She was raped and she was murdered by a black man named Tomas. What's his name? Tomas.
Court records say last Friday morning.
And then she died, which is just crazy. Like that is sick and twisted. So we got a bunch of stuff. Oh, possibly a new lawsuit. Apparently some law enforcement officers in Miami have filed a lawsuit against Ben Affleck and Matt Damon's The Rip from Netflix. So that's something that we're going to talk about. Oh, and Florida governor candidate James Fishback says he will impose a 50% simp tax on OnlyFans subscribers. Which I think is great. Obviously, you guys would know. I would think that's amazing, right? Hantavirus is not new. It's what killed Gene Hackman's wife 3 days before. Is that true? See, everyone's talking about this new hantavirus thing, right? And when I say new because in terms of the mainstream, it still hasn't really hit, but it's starting to pick up traction. People are starting to talk about it more and more. And it's being compared to COVID, and people are like, nope, we're not doing COVID again, right? And so there's a bunch of posts and news stories that are coming out about it now, and people are becoming more aware of it. And I feel like the more people are aware of it, the less that the government is going to be able to use it to try to control people. Because I'll tell you right now, I'm not fucking doing COVID again. Okay? I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. I ain't doing COVID again. Okay? I'm not going to stay locked up. I'm not going to wear a fucking mask. All right? And I'll tell you something else. I think the wound for people is a little too fresh to go back to doing COVID stuff again. Okay? I really do. I think people are going to revolt if there's another like COVID virus, and the whole vaccine and all this shit. I don't think people are going to take to it like they did with COVID. I don't think people can be fooled the same way that they were back then. People are a lot more knowledgeable now about all the politics involved in that and the vaccines and all that shit. So hopefully people will kind of revolt against any kind of you know like COVID type restrictions like last time. It can take sometimes 8 weeks to have the more severe symptoms. Yeah, well, keep rodents out of your living spaces. There you go. Yeah, everyone will be fine. So this woman makes a post on Twitter, which I don't know. I don't know if this reads as satire or not. You guys let me know. So this woman named Nurse Patsy, she makes this post saying, "This is outrageous. Not a single person on my flight is masked up while we're in the middle of a double pandemic, COVID plus hantavirus. I politely informed the flight attendant that this is a super spreader event. She just shrugged and walked away. I've already filed a formal complaint with the FAA and CDC. This is reckless and cannot stand. Masks save lives. The science is settled on that." So, I mean, the reason I say this is satire is because there's been no like legal arm of the government that has spoken out and said people have to wear masks or that the hantavirus is even anything serious that people have to consider. So why would this woman just randomly think, oh, everyone should be wearing a mask? That doesn't make any sense. It reads more like a satire of like a Karen who is, like this seems like an AI photo or something, right? Or maybe she just took this photo on the plane as like a joke and she just put the mask on to joke around with people. But I I just hope it's a joke. I hope it's satire. If it is satire, then props. If this woman is serious, then I don't know. I don't know what to think of the world anymore. I feel like people need to yeah. People need to sharpen up. Our mask is useless. It's rare, but it's been around for years. Us older folks dealt with swine flu, West Nile, avian flu, etc. Very weak people nowadays. Scare tactics work on the weak. Yeah. And y'all, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I still have not gotten the COVID vaccine to this day. And I take pride in that. You know why I take pride in that? Because I have never gotten COVID. Now, there was one day, okay? One single day where I felt like I might have had COVID. This is way back in like 2020 or something like that. And I had like a body aches. I was weak. Like I couldn't fucking move very much. I had like a headache and all this stuff, right? I was like nauseous. And it was just one day. And that was it. That was literally, I didn't get the coughing. I didn't get the sneezing. I didn't get any of that shit. I wasn't weeks. It wasn't months. It was literally a day. And that was it. I didn't get anything else. So I don't know if that was COVID because I've heard that it's different for everyone, right? Everyone has different symptoms. It's not like one single solitary, set of symptoms for everyone. So it could have been, but if it was, I don't know. I beat COVID. That's right. You didn't have one day COVID. I might have. I don't know. Maybe I'm just that. Listen, I will say my what you call it? My immune system is actually pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I have a pretty decent immune system. I don't get sick very often, like at all. Hantavirus strain in the U.S. is not spread person to person. The Andes strain is spread person to person, but again, not common. Oh, okay. Well, that's good that the hantavirus is not spread. So it's nothing we have to really worry about. If it's not spread person to person, what is it? Like a foodborne thing? Like, what is it? Some people it shows up and it feels like allergies. Others might not have any symptoms. Yeah, I've heard a lot of different variants of this virus going around. Remember when we had to wipe off our mail? Oh yeah, wipe off the mail because it might have had germs on it, like COVID on the mail. I think I remember that. Yeah, Yeah, so I didn't have the vaccine. I didn't have any of that shit, and I did just fine. I'm not dead. So anyway. Okay. Here's something I want to talk about. So I'll play a little bit of this. This is who is this fucking chick? I forgot. Olivia Rodrigo or something like that. I think that's her name. Yeah. So she did some kind of musical performance, shall we say? Okay. I'll play this. So who likes me and who hates you? I'm so tired that I'm high. Quit my job, started a new life. They all be so disappointed. Who am I if not exploited? I'm so sick of sadness. Okay, so you saw what it is. This is making the rounds like crazy. This guy has 21 million views on here. People are talking about this non-fucking stop. Okay. And the reason why this is such a much talked about topic is because of the baby doll dress that she has on. Okay. Not just that, but also because she pulls up the baby doll dress thing and it shows like her kind of like bloomers underwear or something. This is like it's like a bloomers underwear or something like that, right? And people are saying that this is like it's like infantilization, or it's like predatory, like pedophilia baiting or something like that, like pedo baiting or something. First of all, why would you want to bait pedos? That's something I don't understand. Is that like your primary audience is pedos? I don't understand that. Second off, I'm pretty sure there's lots of examples throughout history, especially throughout the 1940s and 50s, I believe, where the baby doll dress was very popular, and they used this dress to save on fabric during the war because they had lots of shortages back then. They couldn't spare lots of fabric for dresses, so they basically cut off the dress at a certain point, and that was like the fashion for the time, right? Let's look this up. 1950s baby doll. Okay, let's look at this shit so you can kind of get what I'm talking about here. So as you can see, you know, I remember when Google Images, you should be able to fucking see the images. Anyone remember that? You should be able to fucking see the images back in my day. Now it's like they're fucking small as hell. But do you see how small these dresses used to be because they were saving on fabric back then, right? And they also had those same style of like bloomer kind of underwear, right? They were like little shorts or something that women used to wear back then, with the baby doll dress, right? And that was just the style. I think it's meant to kind of harken back to that time period. But people, because they're so fucking obsessed with pedophilia, it's like this thing that people never shut the fuck up about online. And they're constantly obsessed with pedophilia that it makes me think that they're the pedos. But I don't know. I'm just saying, if you're constantly talking about pedophiles and pedophile shit all fucking day, you're probably the pedo. I'm just saying. I'm not accusing. I'm just saying you might be overcompensating. She looks dumb, but that's her choice. That's her choice, like Bill says. So here's the thing. I'm not saying this even looks good or it's a good stylistic choice for her music or any of that shit. All I'm saying is it's a reach to say this is pedophilia kind of stuff, right? See, this guy is saying this women are dressing like toddlers, you know. I think because like we're so far removed from when this was trendy, this style of dress, that people can only recognize it from like, you know, how people dress babies, right? Because you probably would put a dress like this on a baby nowadays. But if you're making, you know, this person saying the music industry is owned by pedophiles, they're talking about fucking Epstein, you know. Some people are comparing it to when Sabrina Carpenter did a similar style like this, which, yes, that's also a baby doll. And people are saying like, well, Sabrina Carpenter didn't get any shit for this, but Olivia Rodrigo, she's getting like a ton of shit for it, right? And they're saying it's all pedo baiting stuff. But yeah, there's been tons of this kind of stuff being advertised, in music. And this is just how culture is now, right? I mean, it's fine, but I don't expect any less from people. People online, they're going to get outraged over this dumbest fucking things. And this is just another example of that, right? People getting outraged over retarded shit. It's a psyop. I like fuzzy socks there. Honey Bunch likes fuzzy socks. There you go. It's little girl pajamas from the 60s. Nicole, come up to present time. You're coming to the present, Nicole. You're behind. You're always fucking behind. Feminists hate men sexualizing them, yet they barely dress. Oh, you're talking about like from the perspective of like women who will basically dress like sluts, but they hate to be like sex, like body, like or sexualized or whatever for their bodies. Yeah, that's a good point too. That's a good point too. That's a double-edged sword, I feel like you on one side, these people want to kind of sexualize themselves, especially women, and they want to get rewarded for it. But on the other, they want to control how everyone else sees them and say, no, you can't sexualize me. Only I can sexualize me. That's not how this works. Okay. People sexualize people. That's just how it is. That's how people are. People are fucking animals. Whether you like it or not, people are fucking animals, and then we're gonna sexualize each other. That's just fucking how it is. I sexualize Honey Bunch. She sexualizes me. It is what it is. And I don't care. I miss the old days when shit was cool. Me too. Did you know that rock music has officially died? Rock music is dead. Did you know that? Like, I thought it died like 30 years ago, but apparently it's like really dead now, which is really sad. It's like it kind of died twice. Like I could swear there was like this time period like 25, 30 years ago where everyone's like, man, rock is dead, And I was like, is it? I mean, those rock bands are still around, right? Now they're like, a lot of them are old. They're dying. Now rock is really fucking dead. They won't think it's cool after they get a stalker. That's true. That's true. Damn, Lycan is defending Olivia Rodrigo. Yeah, I'm defending Olivia Rodrigo. You have a problem with that? You have a problem with that? Okay, I'm going to bitch out this one stupid Kendall Jenner chick. Yeah, rock music. You got a problem with that? I heard it's spread by licking rat. Ew! Music is fine. Support local musicians. No, music is not fine. Music today sucks. It sucks a fuck. Funny story. My husband on my first date, he told me later I was dressed like I was going to a funeral. I dressed very modestly. Oh boy, did that get you angry, right? That got you pissed at him, didn't it? That got you pissed at him, didn't it? He was probably thinking, man, she can't dress a little sexier. God damn, we're on a fucking date. Shit. I'm definitely not getting laid tonight. Shit. She's wearing a fucking funeral goddamn procession ass fucking outfit. I'm not getting even a kiss tonight. She still totally stole that look from Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah, probably so. Do I dress like that, Wendy? I don't know what I just texted. I don't know what you just texted either, Sabrina. Ozzy is gone. Yes is done. I never liked Ozzy Osbourne. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Sorry. Not an Ozzy Osbourne fan. Okay, let's go to this one story. So, Kendall Jenner. Kendall Jenner has allegedly spoken about how she doesn't feel comfortable the way her boyfriend Jacob Elordi looks at Sydney Sweeney in their show Euphoria. Apparently, she has said that in this new season of Euphoria, she personally asked the show directors not to have any sex scenes between Jacob and Sweeney. She said she's an extremely jealous person, and it would break her if she sees her man sleeping with another woman, even if it's just a show. Well, Kendall fucking Jenner, maybe you should have thought about that before dating an actor. You fucking stupid bitch. You wanted to date him, the hottest, most eligible fucking bachelor in Hollywood right now, and you're like, can you just tone down your whole acting career and not even have fake sex with women in your movies and shows? Can you not do that? Because I'm just kind of jelly. Well, fucking get over it, bitch. Maybe date a guy who's fucking normal. And he's just a guy on the fucking street that nobody fucking knows. Did you ever think about that? Kendall fucking Jenner, you dumb bitch. Fucking twat. Why doesn't he put up his own boundaries? Why is she? What do you mean? His own boundaries? Like, why doesn't he say, like, I don't want to have fake sex in movies and shows? He's an actor. It comes with the territory. He's a fucking actor, and he's a guys. Listen, I don't like. I'm gonna just say right now, okay? You know me. I like movies. I like shows. I have my finger on the fucking pulse of the entertainment industry. Okay, even when I don't want to know things, I know things. Jacob Elordi is seen as the hottest new young actor of our time. Okay, the past 2 or so years, he has gained prominence through the show Euphoria. He is now, or been rumored to be considered to be the next James Bond. No one knows if that's a thing. He was in that one movie with Margot Robbie. What the fuck was it? Pride and Prejudice or some stupid shit. Whatever the fuck that dumb movie was. He was in that earlier this year, and they had the whole hot sex thing, right? And Margot Robbie cucked her husband for him and all this. And this guy, he's been on this Euphoria show, which has been on hiatus for the past few years, just returned this year. And Sydney Sweeney's been in that show the whole time. And in the context of that show, they were fucking. They already fucked in like the first season. Okay. I tried watching. I didn't watch the whole thing. I think I might have watched the first season. Yeah, I think I watched the first season. I could not bring myself to watch the second season. I just did not give a shit. I tried giving it a chance because everyone said it was great. Like, this is such a oh my God, it's an amazing show. I just couldn't get into it. It's just boring as fuck, man. Sorry. Boring as hell. It's not even that it's degenerate. Okay. I can handle some degeneracy every now and then, if it's entertaining, right? But it was just boring as fuck. I'm sorry. If you guys like Euphoria, if you're 12 and you like Euphoria, I'm sorry for offending you. But anyway, this Jacob Elordi guy, he's kind of a big deal now in the industry, okay? So Kendall Jenner trying to basically say, hey, can you put a pause on the sexuality part of the whole, reason why you're being cast in roles? That's probably not going to fly very much. You know what I mean? It's probably not going to fly. So I just felt like pointing this out, how stupid this was. It's like, bitch, you're literally dating a guy who's known for being like, the quote unquote sexiest man in Hollywood right now, right? Okay. Well, then you kind of should expect that he's going to have fake sex with women in, simulated sex or whatever in these movies and shows. I just thought it was really fucking stupid of her to say. So anyway, hey, Smiley. Like, she would even eat a piece of that cake for fear of gaining 1 pound. The facial mask. Who are you talking about? Who's Kendall Jenner? She's related to the fucking Kardashians, isn't she? She's a Kardashian person. Kendall cutting cucumbers. What the fuck is this? Let's look at this shit. Let's look at this shit.
Do you want the chef to make you a snack?
I'm making it myself. Just gotta chop up some cucumber. It's pretty easy.
You go, girl. Be careful, because I nicked myself the other day.
I don't know, I'm kind of scared.
There you go.
Don't cucumbers have seeds? Oh yeah, they definitely not a good cutter, so don't zoom in on me. I'm not professional whatsoever.
Hey, chef. Do you want to cut this up for her?
I'll do it, Mom. It's fine.
Oh my god.
Oh, someone's at the door.
Hey.
Oh, hi.
How's it going?
It's going. Wow. The house looks even better during the day.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Kendall's cutting cucumber.
Nice. What are you making? A cucumber snackerini?
Yeah, with hummus and pretzels.
You mean hummus?
Hummus.
Should we sit outside, guys?
Oh my god. None of these bitches know how to fucking cook nowadays, man. You should put on a stupid little cap and attach a furry microphone to your face. Yeah, I'd be more appealing that way for sure. Hello, Smiley, my nemesis. Turn the cucumber around and hold the hit. Yeah, hold it like that. Hold a cucumber like a fucking normal person. Okay, let's go back to the stories. Let's go back to the stories. Let's go back to the past. Okay, we'll get to that. We will get to that. What's the most interesting thing? Okay, I'm going to cover this a little bit. I'm not going to cover the whole thing. So, apparently, there was the roast of Kevin Hart, okay? And it was pretty controversial, to say the least, because there were people telling offensive jokes. No, not those. They were telling offensive jokes at this comedy soiree thingamajig, and it was just terrible. It was awful. And people made a joke about George Floyd, our hero who died for our sins. And, you know, a lot of people cried over this. Very terrible. Terrible to tell a joke about George Floyd, especially since it's been like, what, 5 years or something? Kind of an old joke, right? Not really timely. They were telling offensive jokes at a roast? Yep, they were. So let's listen to some of these, shall we? And just kind of, I'll just give my take on what I think. So this guy is named Tony Hinchcliffe. He was not a very popular guy at this roast because this is like I guess a Netflix roast, I think. And, you know, they're very liberal in this sort of, you know, kind of, these people are very liberal for the most part. So I don't think they like. Okay, so what did y'all think about that bit? Later, Smiley. What did you guys think about that bit? I wouldn't say his delivery was perfect. He did fumble a little bit here and there, but for the most part, I think the jokes were pretty good. He had a nice mix of, like, you know, laughing at Kevin's height and stuff like that to like more offensive things, the George Floyd bit. And you know, some other things, the Bill Cosby thing. Nice little mix of things there. I like where he said that George Floyd is looking up at us right now and laughing his ass off. Looking up. Get it? Because he's in hell. So yeah, bye for now. It is what comedy used to be. Yeah, this is comedy is about offending people. It's about pushing boundaries. It always has been, you know. If you're gonna get all triggered over it, that's the point. The point is to offend. You had to watch the whole thing. The clips are stupid. Looking up, I love it. Yeah, it's funny. You know, He bungled it and stuttered over. Yeah, he did stutter a little bit, but I got the point of his jokes. The jokes themselves were funny. Now, then you have Pete Davidson, who did his own bit, which honestly, I didn't like it much, probably because I'm a little biased. It's a little more liberal sounding. And they just, to me, something about it sounds a little bit more hypocritical and mean-spirited. You'll see what I mean. Okay, maybe the clump part was a little funny. Yeah, there's something about this bit that was kind of like, I could almost feel like he had actual hatred for the people he was talking about. You know what I mean? Especially like the Charlie Kirk thing. It's like, it's one thing to like I hate how people like compare George Floyd to Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk wasn't a fucking, fucking methed out goddamn criminal on the street. He was at a fucking college campus debating with some students, right? He was a peaceful guy. George Floyd was a criminal who had an altercation with the cops, and he wouldn't fucking he wouldn't stop resisting arrest, which is a huge issue in this country. Completely different, like apples and oranges type shit. Yeah, Cat Williams. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, listen, I can handle offensive jokes. That's not the issue. The issue is like, if I can feel like you're joking in a mean-spirited way, like you're trying to hurt people, it's not funny then. Like, if I feel like you're joking just to be like funny, but like in a dark way, then I think it can be funny. Yeah, I didn't care for his jokes very much. I'm not really a Pete Davidson kind of fan anyway, but it's whatever. Cat Williams, I was a little bit surprised that he was there, I'll be honest, because if you know anything about Cat Williams, he did that whole like presentation or whatever. What was it? He did this interview with some guy like a year or so ago, and he was like talking shit about everyone in the fucking industry. He was talking shit about Kevin Hart. He was talking shit about so many different people, exposing them, right? Saying how fake they were, and they were, they were like sick people, and they were stealing jokes or whatever the fuck. They were just fake, whatever, right? And he wasn't doing it in like a funny way. He was doing it in like a serious, like confessional type way, right? Like an interviewer interviewing someone. And then he has the gall to go on this Netflix show and take part in the roast. And I'm just like, wait a minute. Didn't you like shit on all these industry people? But now you're going to be part of the same mainstream kind of thing that you were just kind of decrying like a year or so ago. I know a lot of people like Cat Williams, but I'm being honest, I'm not a huge fan of him. And, again, like, he's not that funny. He can be, but I feel like he's got more of a grudge. He's got more of a chip on his shoulder, and that makes him less funny to me. The guy's name is Shannon. I left a live comedy show once. It was just obscene. It was Mrs. Brown before he became famous. You all probably don't know who Mrs. Brown is. I don't. We're not British over here, Smiley, so we probably don't know the same people. Mr. Pregnant Women's Stomach Pointer Floyd. Kevin got him back in the end. You should have watched the whole thing. Everything ties together. Maybe I will. Cat Williams was pretty funny about 20 years ago when he got after Michael Jackson. Yeah, I think he was more lighthearted before, right? He's more serious now. Oh my God. That is so low volume. Does anyone have a better fucking clip of this? God damn. Cat Williams roast. Is this better?
I appreciate you.
Oh my God, it's 8 fucking minutes. I'm not gonna play 8 fucking. I just want a short clip.
Hating on Kevin Hart.
Okay, is this it? You're not British? I thought you were British. Oh wait, you're Irish, right? You're Irish, Smiley. Is that it? I think I remember that.
Yes, I do. Wouldn't even play a black rabbit. I could go on all night hating on.
You can't barely fucking hear this one, that clip. But basically, he says, just because Kevin went to Diddy parties does not mean he did something wrong. The fact he gets all quiet when you bring it up, that means he did something wrong. So, pedo stuff. I like how, a lot of liberal humor revolves around pedophilia and like kind of bringing that up all the time, like pedophile this, pedophile that. It gets a little old, I'm gonna be honest. The whole pedophile thing gets a little old, especially when there's a lot of liberal Democrat pedophiles out there. It's a little bit hypocritical, Then Chelsea Handler, she came out and did. So her joke was like, once basically a political joke, like because Trump made the draft mandatory. Are you guys gonna sign up and go to the fucking military now and fight in other countries and wars and shit? Which the draft has in certain instances, the draft can be enacted whenever. And males are automatically conscripted for the draft. I believe it's 18 to 25 in this country. So, like, if there ever was like a world war, then males 18 to 25 would automatically be drafted for the war, So that's something we've had for a long time. Now, I don't know if that means like if Trump did anything that was specifically like now everyone has to go to war and, no matter what age. I doubt it. I don't know exactly what Trump's policy was, but I don't know. Her making this whole political point is just kind of retarded. I don't know. It gets kind of stupid. And, like, what is this guy, like 35? He's not going to go to fucking war, like that's dumb. People don't go to war in their fucking 30s and 40s, like they go to war when they're young. No one's going to war in their 40s and 50s and shit. It's kind of a stupid point to make, right? Are you going to join the draft? Well, I'm 45, so probably fucking not. Let's see this.
Chelsea is a Zionist.
Yeah, so this guy is Shane Gillis. He hosted the awards, and he's going to go off on Chelsea. Whatever. I mean, nothing is like making me laugh out loud, but it's like, it's whatever, I'm not like offended by any of this. Yeah. The Woody Allen mention was funny, I guess. I don't know. It's probably funny. Here's the thing about
Zionist.
Here's the thing about like comedy, especially like stand up like this, where it's part of a roast. You kind of have to be watching it like from the beginning because they like warm you up to get you in like the laughing mood. So if you're not already like laughing, then it can be hard to like re-engage someone by like, making these jokes and then, making people laugh. If people are already laughing, they'll probably laugh more. That's kind of how comedy shows work. Once you get them rolling and laughing, it can be easier to just keep them laughing. So yeah, let's see here. So we kind of went over that, right? Oh, okay. Here's a fun idea. Here's a fun little exercise for y'all. Little game. Let's play a little game, y'all. Choose a door. Little thought exercise here. Okay. Let's do a little game, little exercise. Choose a door. You ready? So you got these spinning spikes, right? They're moving towards you, gonna kill you. And you got 3 doors. One is a raft in the ocean with a storm, right? Not very safe. You got the woods here. Or actually, it's not the woods. Sorry, this is a cave, looks like. Yeah, this is like a cave with some creatures in it and a lantern. Okay. We don't know what creatures they are. Could be wolves. Could be some other creature. Who knows? Then you have a rope that goes to the other side of a mountain. Okay, and presumably once you get to the other side of the mountain, looks to be about, I don't know, 200 feet, something like that, to the other side. You'll presumably be safe. Which would you guys pick? Door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3? Give me your answers now. Give me your answers now in the chat. Definitely the one on the right, the water one. Okay. You picked the water one? Okay. Nope, all look bad. All right. 2. Okay, the cave, I guess. I thought this was woods at first because it looked kind of like the woods. Slow JP says 2. Triple H Holly says 2. Candy says 3. Really? With the rope? You picked the rope? Okay. Jenny says 2. Nicole, Jamie should have been a teacher. He explains very well. Do I? Interesting you say that. Chrissy says 2. Wendy says 3. Okay. You sure? Sure about that? Nicole says 1. Really? You gonna weather that storm, huh? You know, weather that storm in the water on that raft in the middle of the fucking ocean? All right. Okay. Interesting. So I thought this was an interesting exercise. Jamie has no patience. He'd be an awful teacher. Wow. Thanks, babe. Thanks for that encouragement. Smiley says, I'm going for the lantern. Okay. Lantern in the cave with the creatures. You know what the creatures are. They could kill you. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Summer. That's fine. You fail the class. You pick the rope. Okay. So I guess I would pick 2. Okay. I would probably pick the God. I'll tell you what I wouldn't pick. I would not pick the rope. And the reason is because apparently the average amount of time that someone can hang on to a rope is anywhere from like 30 seconds to like a minute before they will basically let go and die. Okay. You will fall into the chasm and you will die. Okay. Even if you're like the best, most athletic person in the world, you probably wouldn't be able to make it more than like 100 feet across. You know, and keep in mind, you have no gear or anything, right? You don't have like rope. You don't have like fucking clamps or anything like that. You just have your hands. You're doing this all natural. You just have your hands and your legs and whatever clothes you have on you, and that's it. So, I mean, if you had a lot of strength, possibly, maybe you could make it across. But chances are 90% chance you will die going across there. That is a long, long way. As for the creatures in the cave, I thought maybe for a second I could go in, grab the lantern, and run the other way. But assuming that this door is like the end of the cave, that means I would have to like bum rush the fucking creatures, which we have to assume are the most dangerous, violent creatures imaginable, right? Wolves, bears, whatever. They will kill you. You will die. There's no question about it. You will die in that cave, right? You're not getting past 5 like wolves or demon creatures, you know, the things from fucking The Descent, you know. You're not getting past them. Now, this would be a terrible option to be given, a raft in the ocean. However, it's the only option where you are not immediately faced with the possibility of certain death. Okay. The rope situation, a few seconds, a minute, 2 minutes you'll last. And 2 minutes is not nearly long enough to make it across that way. You would have to be on this rope, shimmying, hanging on for dear fucking life, right? having to inch your way across. And that would probably take you like 10 minutes. There's no way you would make it. So the raft is the only situation where you have even a fraction of a chance of making it. So that's my opinion. That's how I see it. Again, this is not a right or wrong kind of situation. This is just kind of a thought exercise. And I thought it'd be interesting to kind of talk about. That's right. And you have a raft. Again, it's not, it doesn't look good. The scenario doesn't look good, but you're probably not going to get struck by lightning. The waves don't look great, but they also don't look terrible. Like this could look like tsunami level, right? But it's not quite that bad. So presumably you'll have a rough time, and then maybe the storm could pass in the next 5 to 10 minutes or maybe an hour, right? And then you'd probably be fine. As long as you keep hold of that raft, you'll probably be okay, right? You hang on to the ropes of the raft, and as long as you cling on to that, you'll probably be safe by the time the storm passes. So interesting, huh? Interesting little thought experiment. I wish I would have paid attention. Well, that's why they have the rewind button, Summer. I was throwing my legs up to wrap around the rope to hold my help hold my weight. Are you talking about on the rope across the chasm? Okay. It's your life, Jody. I didn't know we'd have a quiz. It's not really a quiz. It's just more like a thought experiment. Is there going to be a twist or something, or is that's the end? That's all there is. I just came across this and I thought it would be interesting to talk about. Okay, anticlimactic. I think the whole conversation was interesting enough. There didn't need to be a twist. Light for you, and there's also monsters in there. Smiley, you'll be dead. I mean, you could teach if the students didn't talk back and listened well, but I just can't picture it without kids. I would just tell them to shut the fuck up, babe. You think I can't? I could tell the kids to shut the fuck up. It's not that hard. Hey, you in the back, shut the fuck up and listen up. I'm doing a lecture here, okay? I don't want to come back there. In fact, I would like that. I'd be fine with doing that. I would have no problem telling kids to shut the fuck up. Hey, you in the back. Yeah, you. Keep talking. I'm going to write you up in 5 seconds. Keep it up. Keep it up. I will write you up. I ain't going into the creature's den, and I hate heights. Yeah, I agree with you, Nicole. I'm right. Nicole and I were on the same mental page. Fired? Why would I get fired for that? I wouldn't get fired for saying shut the fuck up. I don't need cold and wet. I also don't want to deal with being lunch. So which one did you pick? Did you even pick one? You gonna deal with the fucking rope? The rope. Okay. You people are dead. You know that? Have you seen the trailer for Passenger yet? Yes, I have. That's right. You're a woman to be silenced. Yeah. So Honey Bunch picks the rope, which she would die. That's fine. Yeah, it is what it is. Friday the 13th prequel series Crystal Lake will premiere in October on the 15th on Peacock. Linda Cardellini stars as Pamela Voorhees, a mother who gave up a singing career to raise her special needs child, only to take a dark turn when she loses her son. Or does she really lose him? Here's what I'm curious about with this show. Are they going to have the son, like the child, Jason, actually die? Or is he going to be like watching her from like the shadows, like pretending to die? Like, is he going to be like a zombie or something, like the undead or something? Or what is going to happen? I'm just curious, like, how that's going to, and how are you going to like continue this show? I guess they could have like a flash forward type of thing, right? I think they're going to introduce like another killer into the narrative, like someone who's also killing at the time. And so maybe this killer like inspired Jason to become who he is or whatever. I don't know. But it's kind of weird. The whole franchise of Friday the 13th is kind of weird because it's like, okay, so you know, Jason's mom gets all traumatized because her son dies because he was being bullied by the camp counselors because he died in the fucking lake because they were too busy having sex, and that's why Jason chases after all the camp counselors for having all this sex, right? But like he didn't die, right? Like he didn't actually die. So what, he just did like a psych? Like, actually, I'm not dead, but it was still fucked up that you all were having sex, instead of watching over me. So even though I'm not dead, I'm still fucking pretty pissed off about it. Like, what exactly is Jason? Is he a zombie? Is he some kind of reanimated corpse of some kind? Is he possessed? I never really understood what Jason Voorhees really was. Is it a paranormal thing? Or is he literally just a kid that faked his death? Like, what happened there? I don't really understand. Someone explain it to me. Okay, go to the cave then. Did you poop your pants? I did. What is Nicole even saying? Dying with the sharks in the water would be much more unpleasant. You're not going to... The sharks are not going to fucking eat you. Especially not in that fucking weather. The sharks are not coming to the fucking surface, Holly. They will stay underwater where it's fucking calm. They're not going to come to the surface like, hey, is there any fucking people out here that I can chomp on? And have to deal with fucking waves crashing into them. That's not how fucking sharks work. Come on, y'all. Think with your heads. I think we'll obviously get more character development and backstory to make him a more complex character and maybe see him differently in the movies. Well, in this iteration, he's going to be a special needs child. Which, was it ever like truly established that he was like a special needs kid? Like in those earlier movies? Like, was he like, like, was he retarded? Was he like, like, I just don't know exactly. So you're going to have kind of like this kind of retro kind of glimpse at like how parents had special needs children back then, where there was no special protections in place to protect special needs children. Right. So that will be interesting from like a kind of a commentary, on like how things used to be with like the psychiatric kind of world, Nicole is a weirdo. She's fucking weird. I am the animal expert. Fucking sharks are not going to go to the fucking top of the fucking ocean while everything's crashing around. Yeah, there's probably going to be a paranormal aspect, a jump scare. Yeah, I've seen the Passenger trailer. That was in the theaters, Nicole. Yeah, Jenny's jealous. Jenny's jealous. Anyway, I thought that was interesting to talk about a little bit. Oh, and just in case you guys decided to go to India or any of these countries.
Dude.
This guy apparently serves bugs with his sugary treats that he makes in the fucking street. Yummy. Oh, delicious. I will never go, guys. I will never go to any of these fucking third world goddamn countries. I'm never going. He's on the old spectrum. I just thought that's what made me poop my pants. That's all. What? You pooped your pants? Bug poop. Ugh. Extra protein? Ugh. That's stupid. Oh, guys, did you know that the Democrats apparently have a cuck of their own? Yes. The Democrats have a cuck. Guys, listen up. This guy, he gets trolled like nobody's business. This guy, Hakeem Jeffries. So here's the short version of the story. So there was this this VA referendum, okay, where they were trying to like kind of reorganize the counties or whatever for like gerrymandering, because the Democrats were trying to kind of split things up to be, I guess for them to be more fair or something. And they were basically making it so that Republicans didn't have as much of a control, I guess, over certain districts or something. And so the Virginia Supreme Court apparently overturned their referendum, ruling that the process to put it on the ballot was unconstitutional. So Virginia will keep their 5 Republican districts. And so this guy, I guess he's like the poster child of the whole thing, where he said that, Republicans were going to F around and find out. Guys, pay attention and you tell me who this sounds like.
Our message to Florida Republicans is F around and find out. If they go down the road of a DeSantis dummy mander, the Florida Republicans are going to find themselves in the same situation as Texas Republicans, who are on the run right now. Our message to Florida Republicans.
On the run. You're going to F around and find out. Yep. Very similar to a certain somebody. Oh. Well, maybe don't make those comments at all, Nicole. Yeah, he does not look like a respectable guy. Something about him does not look respectable. Everyone's making tons of memes about him.
Boomba. Boomba jumba ju jubu dumba do boomba. Boomba jumba ju jubu dumba do boomba.
Oh my God. You got the 3 Stooges here. You got Gavin Newsom on the right. Hakeem in the middle. Who's this on the left? I can't place who that is on the left. I know that's supposed to be like Larry, but I don't know who he's supposed to be here. Black Homer Simpson. Oh my God. Mander Jerry. Oh my God, look at this meme. That's funny. Government shutdown. What you gonna do with this? My God. Oh, look. We got the cut cap. We got the cut cap in action. Look at that. That looks like Eli. That looks exactly like fucking Eli. Doesn't it? With that same fucking mouth and that hat. And look, even the ears look like his like headphones. Look at that. Look at that shit. Chuck Schumer. Oh, okay. Got it. Thank you. Chuck Schumer. Yeah, that's funny looking. Somewhere over the rainbow. What the fuck? Yeah, meerkat. It's cute, but still looks like Eli. The clown. Oh my God. What the fuck is this? What is this? Who is this? That is creepy. Oh my God. Oh yeah, they're saying he looks like Mr. fucking Potato Head. Oh man, what a weird looking dude. What a weird looking dude. What is with this? Is this actually a thing? Like scraping their fucking teeth on fucking trees. Okay, black people watching this. Are y'all happy we got you out of Africa? Because if not, you'd still be in Africa scraping your fucking teeth on trees. Oh my God. I mean, do you want to go back and scrape your teeth on some fucking trees? Hmm? Yes, I did. Oh my god. Honey Bunch is embarrassed. Oh, look, they put him in a dress.
Warfare to the comment related to maximum warfare everywhere, all the time, in connection with the redistricting battle that Republicans launched. I stand by it. You can continue to criticize me for it. I don't give a damn about your criticism. To the comment related to maximum.
Oh my god, it looks so convincing too. This looks real, doesn't it? Employee of the month for outstanding performance on effort. Oh my god. Oh. Wow. Fuck around and find out. Yeah, that didn't work out in his favor, did it? Oh, he's got the diaper on. Oh my god. Shit, they're just clowning the fuck out of this dude. See, Eli? None of this shit is illegal. People do this shit all the time online. All the time. My god. All right. We looked enough at that. Okay. I want to talk about this thing. All right. This situation here. You guys tell me if you agree or disagree with my assessment of this, okay? This is at Planet Fitness. This employee, he was pressing a customer to leave the Planet Fitness before they actually closed because they needed to clean up before closing time. Okay? Now I'm going to play this and you guys tell me what you think.
Yo. Get the fuck out, bro, before I violate you. I'm not playing with you, bro. Get out, bro. Get the fuck. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to get.
I got you on video.
I don't care what you have. I close my gym early because I have to clean it. If I don't clean it, I get in trouble. I don't care what time we close. What time do I close? I close my gym early because I have to clean it. If I don't clean it, I get in trouble. Get the fuck out, bro. Get out. You want to be so tough? Put that phone down and do something real tough. Since you want to be a tough guy. Get the fuck out, bro. You're done. Get out. And I promise you, you won't have a membership after this. But I'll take the write-up. I don't care. He already called for police to come. If you guys don't come, I'm going to close the school. Listen, every day we close the gym 45 minutes early so we can clean it. Bye. Have a good one.
You back off me.
So this guy, I got to hand it to him. This guy brings laziness to a whole new fucking level, right? He so does not want to clean after they actually close the gym that he actually forces customers to leave before the gym actually closes, a full 45 minutes before they close, just so he can clean the gym up so that he's out the door by 10 p.m., right? Because he doesn't want to miss his favorite show or whatever, right? He doesn't want to miss Monk on USA or whatever the fuck's on TV nowadays. To the point where he would actually threaten this guy, right? I think he even kind of assaulted him. Like, look at this.
Yeah. Get the fuck out, bro.
So he literally goes to where this guy is on his fucking Stairmaster, right? He's on some actual gym equipment, and this guy is coming here and interfering, which could cause him to be in an accident, right? This could cause like major liability for the company, Planet Fitness, right? So right here, this guy is getting in this dude's space, basically, getting near him, touching him, possibly getting him to fall off the machine almost, yelling at him, insulting him, threatening him, calling the cops like a fucking Karen. I mean, guys, this is the laziest fucking Karen you will see this year. And how the fuck are you going to be a Karen of your own business? Like, you've seen Karens that go to businesses and make everything seem like they're the main character. But this guy actually runs this facility. And he's just so dead set on getting this guy out of the gym because he just needs to clean up everything before the gym closes. He just has to do it. The point, he's yelling at this dude. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree that this was the right decision by this gym owner, that the guy should have gotten the fuck out because they had to clean up before the gym closes? Or do you think it's ridiculous that this guy would try to force this guy out of the building before actual closing time, right? It wasn't even closing time yet. But, this guy, for whatever reason, has to force people to get out of the building. It's like they literally pay for a membership there, right? It says what the closing times are when you sign up. Presumably, you can be at the gym until closing. If the gym has not closed yet, then there's no reason, there's no justification for someone having to leave the gym before it actually closes. And I don't care how the fuck, whatever fucking TV show he wants to watch at home at 10 p.m. or whatever, he should be, if he's got to clean the gym up before 10, then fucking clean around the motherfucker. Clean around him, right? I'm sure it wouldn't be that much of an effort to just like sweep up a little bit before the gym actually closes up. Make sure the guy gets out the door before 10 p.m., clean off whatever machines he was on, right? And then just close up shop from there. Like, how hard would that have been? Instead, this guy had to make a big fucking fuss over this shit, acting like a little child, and he got fired because of it. Not shocked. Let's see here. Not right and unprofessional. Exactly. Chill out, bro. He could have asked nicely with a please. He sure could have, but he was too much of a beta. He was a beta male. Planet Fitness works like a bar, closes like a last shot. Right. You had your exercise. You got your 30 calories in. Now get the fuck out. Yeah, fuck that. Why did they make him look like a little munchkin? I don't know. Something about that focal point in the camera. I bet he used to work at Wendy's and would shut down the Frosty machine before close too. Fuck that guy. Fuck this guy. Salaried employee. Right. He just is a lazy motherfucker. I bet he lost his job after. He did lose his job. Why can't he just clean up other equipment until the dude leaves? Exactly. That's what I was saying. Clean up the place. Clean up the place. And then when the guy walks out, you're pretty much almost done, right? Do a once over on the machines. It's done. You're out of there. It's not that hard. Don't bother this guy already. Shut the machine down. Exactly. No, you're not blocked, but I don't know why you're here, ma'am. Good, he doesn't need a job working with customers. Hi. I don't fuck with mentally unstable bitches. So you can just leave, ma'am. I don't need you in the chat. Thanks for coming. Thanks for appreciating the content. You can send me $100 if you like the content. But you can leave. Obviously, Tammy goes here. You guys have an issue with each other. So I don't want to get in between that. And thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. There goes most of the community then. You can watch from over there. You don't have to come into the chat. We're not going to be besties over here. Okay. Watch from afar. You can appreciate the content from afar. Thank you. Thank you, but no thank you. Thank you, but no thank you. Thank you, but no. No, they're not okay. I've seen them fight recently. I don't want to get in between it. I just don't want. I know exactly, and you can't just wander into my chat after you've like made tons of obsessive posts about me, and you did whatever. You were drunk. I don't want to mess. I don't want to and be involved. You just stop. You're weird. Get some therapy. People are fucking. People are weird, man. Just get some fucking ass therapy. They're making Westworld again. I am so fucking tired of this Westworld shit. Like when that show came out a few years back, I think the first season was okay. But the rest of the show, I'm going to be honest, I thought was boring as fuck. And it got so glazed. Like people love that show. Like, oh my God, Westworld, it's such a great show. It's fantastic. It's so good. It's going to win awards. The acting is so. I was bored out of my fucking. I don't even think I finished it. I don't even think I finished the show. And then you had that movie in like the 70s, which I saw that a long ass time ago. Back when Netflix was just starting out, actually. That was one of the movies I saw online. And I'm just not interested. Like, can we just get past this Westworld thing? Like, it's not that interesting a concept, is it? Like people, like rich people, they want like a Western type experience, right? And there's other lands like Japan land and like, Italian mafia land. And it's like, is it really that interesting a concept? And like they're robots. Okay. It's not that interesting, is it? Like, I don't think it's that interesting. Like, how are you going to make another one of these? And somehow, like, the TV show was at least a little interesting because they were updating an old concept that had never been, fully up to date before. We got to see like real, really good like practical and CGI effects and stuff with the robots and action and stuff like that, right? Really good direction. But it's like, okay, we've seen that, right? Like, what are you gonna do to like differentiate your version from like that version? It's not gonna be that much different, is it? Like, I just don't get why they keep remaking some of this shit. That's true. We are all dysregulated, but you never seen one episode? It's not that great. You're not missing much, Nicole. If I had to put it in like, if I had to put it like in a category, I'd say it was mediocre. It's a mediocre show. It's just not that great. But it's like, okay, we've seen this concept updated. Why do we need to see it again? Can't they like make another story? Like this is from I think it's what's his name? Michael Crichton, right? Which Michael Crichton also wrote Jurassic Park. He wrote Westworld, but he also wrote a ton of other things. He wrote the Andromeda Strain. He wrote something called Timeline, Sphere. That was made into a movie. Not everyone likes that one. Congo, Prey, Eaters of the Dead. I mean, he's got tons of books, right? Why not make one of these books a fucking movie? Why do they have to keep remaking the same goddamn shit every fucking time? I just don't get it. Make a new thing. And y'all, I'm going to be honest with y'all as well. Westerns, not really my thing. Okay? And fake Westerns are even less my thing. You're telling me these people are not even there for real? It's like some kind of stupid ass set, like a simulation with like robots. And they're not even cool looking robots. They're just like robots meant to look like people. And they designed this whole fake ass fucking world. What's the point? I don't know. It's just stupid to me. It's just dumb. I don't really understand. I don't get the appeal of that story. You never heard of Westworld? You read all these fucking books, Jenny, and you haven't heard of Westworld? My God, you're living under a fucking rock. Same as the last Superman movie. What is the same? What is the same, Bill? You never heard of Westworld, Jody. Oh my God. The premise sounded cool, but from the clips I saw, it looked kind of boring. It's really not that interesting. I'm not even trying to be mean. It's just not that interesting a concept. Like maybe if there was a different kind of world, like more of like a futuristic world or something, that might be cool. Like, ooh, it's the future, but like Western. Ugh. Like if I'm gonna watch a Western, I would rather it be actually set in the 1800s. You know what I mean? Westerns was fine in the 50s. Yeah, like that's fine. Like an actual Western, there's back then, and it's like a whole like period piece type thing. But you tell me you made a fake Western place, and that's the show, and robots, they help tell the story because you need robots, obviously, in your fake Western town, in your fake Western Arizona or wherever the fuck it takes place. I don't know. I don't get it. Why do you even need robots if you're making them look exactly like people anyway? And they can do the same thing as people. What's the point? What is the point? I don't understand. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I just don't get it. I don't know. I just don't know. They can't. I mean, it had to be cheaper to hire real people, right? like just have like a theme park, like a Western theme park, and just hire actual people to be the actors instead of making like really extremely high tech robots with like realistic skin and eyeballs and they can't do anything super cool. They could just do normal human things. And that's the story, that you have robots in the West and they will do anything because they're robots, and therefore they can't cry about like having rights or whatever, right? They'll have to whatever. I just hire prostitutes. You telling me it's that hard to hire prostitutes? Trust me, it's not that hard to hire prostitutes. Okay, you got OnlyFans models, you got porn stars. These people will fuck for money. Pay them enough money and they will fuck. You don't got to make it all these high-tech fucking robots. Data was a robot and looked like a human. That's true. But that was also in the future, Jenny. Hundreds of years in the future, where these androids, they helped to at least facilitate with like, systems on the ship and information and things like that. They were more useful, more applicable to the actual science of being on a spaceship. Whereas a Western town does not need a high-tech fucking robot. You know what I mean? I just don't get the concept. It's not that clever to me. Like, I'm sure Michael Crichton is very, very talented, or he was a very talented writer, and he did make Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park's fucking amazing. But other than that, I'm not terribly impressed with Westworld. To me, Westworld is like a more inferior version of Jurassic Park. It's the same idea of like, very megalomaniacal people try to control nature and, technology to try to reach some kind of end, to make money. And then they end up regretting it because it's like playing God. And, similar lessons are taught in both stories, right? But Jurassic Park is just that much better of a concept. You cannot get cooler than dinosaurs. I'm sorry, you can't. And robots in the West is not that interesting compared to dinosaurs. It's just not. That's my take on it. Yes, I think it's boring as fuck too, Shan. The next war is going to be robots attacking us. Hopefully. I hope I'm the first one to go, Taco. I really do. Just shoot me first. I'm good. I've had enough time. Anyway, y'all, thank you all for watching my stream. I know I didn't do any like heavy drama today, but it's cool to get a little break, every now and then do like an actual cool, just talking about topics and stuff, just more casual kind of experience. And honestly, I like this kind of stuff better. like on the replay, I think it's more interesting. Talking about current events. People who, you know, if you just, I'm not saying like the whole cuck drama is boring necessarily, but to me, it's not as good rewatch. Like to watch it on the replay, it's a little bit like monotonous, you know, whereas something like this is at least fresh. You know, there's fresh topics being talked about, there's fresh perspectives, fresh commentary. You're not repeating the same things over and over again. So anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Thank you so much for supporting and donating and all that good stuff. Thank you all, and everyone have a great night.